He's the fastest thing alive. Well, at least in his universe, if you don't count the speed of light. Greetings gamers, welcome back to Top 10 Gaming. I'm your host Carl Monroe, and if the planet didn't have gravity, your mass would pull things towards you, therefore you would technically have superpowers. And so would everyone. Sonic is a blue hedgehog that runs at the speed of sound. What could be scary about that, right? Well, don't worry, because I'm about to show you with today's list of the top 10 scary phobias Sonic will trigger. If you're new here, be sure you hit like and subscribe so we can roll the intro, baby. Number 10, Tachophobia. Sonic is, according to his song, the fastest thing alive, which would trigger anyone with tachophobia. Tachophobia being the fear of speed. I mean, there isn't really much to say about it. It's fast. He can run at the speed of sound, and while yes, the games don't show him whizzing all around his screen, it's fairly evident that he's a fast little boy. So like, does that still trigger you? Because, like, I know the springboard send him rolling pretty fast for the game standard, but do those scenes trigger you too? What about the 3D games? What about Sonic and Mario at the Olympic Games, where they seemingly nerfed Sonic's speed so that if you pick him, you won't decimate things? Which honestly should be the way things go, making Shadow the only viable option to counter Sonic. Does the fact that the games slow Sonic down help with your fear? He's not going that fast visually, or does the fact that you know in your mind that he's going fast make you scared? So many questions in every one of these videos. And at 9, Aquaphobia. We all know and love to hate water levels in video games. Mine personally started with Ocarina of Time. However, I'm sure for many of you it started with that damning music you hear when Sonic is running out of breath. This sound and whole level is particularly damning if you happen to have aquaphobia, the fear of water. Especially because I know that drowning is a big concern, at least for my girlfriend, who will not swim unless she's floating on a pool toy or something. So the fact that the music starts to get much more intense and anxiety inducing when you're running out of breath must really get people with those fears going. Some of you in previous fear game videos have commented saying that you can't play another game or certain aspects of other games because of the water that's involved. So I'm curious, to those of you who actually have aquaphobia or a similar fear, be it of the ocean, etc., how do you feel about the Sonic water levels? Please let me know in the comments because I'm curious if it scares you. Also, if there's a game that you can play even though it takes place underwater for some odd reason. Let me know, like a SpongeBob game, for example. Are those a no-no? No square. Hey, Robophobia. The enemies of Sonic games were originally the Badniks, evil robots created by Dr. Robotnik in order to kill Sonic or make him lose his rings. Whatever you want to roll with. However, while those may be scary to Sonic, those with Robophobia, the fear of robots, might find themselves in a similar situation to the anthropomorphized speedrun and hedgehog of action. Even if they're small and meant to look like insects. Honestly, not the best idea, Robotnik, because when people see an insect that they don't like, they either run away or stomp on them, and in this scenario, Sonic does the latter. You as the player get to destroy them, but there will always be hesitation for those who are robophobic, because while yes, they look like insects, they're robots with an animal powering them. I don't know if that makes it easier or worse in all honesty. Knowing that there is a living thing in there that you need to save may be good, but the fact that this is a living creature powering it may make it even worse since there's actually a sentient being inside of it. Again, I don't have any of these phobias, so I can't be really sure about anything I'm saying. So if you have this phobia, let me know how it affects your gameplay in the comments below. And at 7, Anthropomorphobia. Like I said the last number, he's an anthropomorphized speedrun and hedgehog of action. And to those with anthropomorphobia, the fear of anthropomorphized animals, you'll find that sentence to be ungodly. And me saying that will probably damn me to hell. At least in your eyes. Already going there. The world of Sonic is full of animals with human-like traits and qualities, which is what anthropomorphic means. They can talk, they can walk on 2 legs, Amy has a normal name for God's sakes, and anyone who fears animals being created like humans will cower in fear, especially at things like the live-action Sonic the Hedgehog movie, which in all honesty had us all quaking in fear. Or hell, even Sonic on Ice would make you terrified. I don't actually think that's a thing though. If it's not and someone wants to make it now, you owe me the royalties. Okay? I'll be nice and sell you the idea for only $1 million, okay? I'm like HR from Flash Season 3. I'm the ideas guy. Your muse. But with me, you need to legally pay me for that idea. Is that the way the law works? And at 6, Cyanophobia. In the FNAF Phobias video, I talked about chromophobia, the fear of colors. However, I didn't realize there was an actual fear for individual colors, even though I talked about the fear of yellow in top 10 games that will trigger weird phobias. Forgot about that. So taking that into consideration, I went with cyanophobia for this list, which is the fear of blue. Sonic himself is blue, there isn't really much else to say here. Any way you slice it, if you are scared of the color blue, you are scared of Sonic. And in that case, play Shadow the Hedgehog, because he's got a gun. Plus, now that I'm thinking about it, even some of the badniks have blue or are blue. And the sky is a wonderful shade of blue. If you are scared of blue, can you even go outside? Because, like, the sky. I know the sky is actually black because space and blue is only the sunlight reflecting off our atmosphere, but, like, does that affect anyone? Does that help? Like, does that fact help? I'm so confused. Halfway through at number 5, aviophobia. Tails made a big splash when they made their appearance in the post-credit scene of the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. But if you have aviophobia, the fear of flight, you may have been screaming for a different reason. Now, I'm not quite sure I understand this fear because I could totally be getting it wrong. It could be the fear of flying yourself, be it in an airplane or blimp or hot air balloon, etc. Or it could be the fear of things that fly, or things that can fly but shouldn't. I think they all may be separate strings of this phobia, but I'm really not sure. If I'm right, then you seeing Tails fly would terrify you by ungodly means. But if it really is just about flying yourself, as long as you didn't play Tails, you'd be fine, right? I don't actually think there's a way, however, to avoid playing as Tails unless you just avoid those games entirely. Yeah, this is a weird one, but there aren't really any fears associated with Sonic. So let me stretch like I'm running a marathon without complaint here, please. And 4, mysophobia. Now, when I made the Sonic movie Easter eggs video, you were all quick to point out that the Mushroom World was not in fact the Mushroom Kingdom. But like, come on! I knew that! But the fact that there is a Pokemon live action movie and there is a new Mario movie in the works, there has to be something setting up. And it could have meant multiple things. I know that it wasn't the most likely Easter egg, but I had to mention it because nobody else was. Okay? However, the Mushroom World in the Sonic game will 100% trigger mysophobia, the fear of mushrooms. Now, I don't have this fear, but I will refuse to eat mushrooms in general, okay? They're gross, they look like malformed Johnsons, their texture is unbearable, and they're literally a form of fungus. I don't care if they're a fun guy, no. If you grow up your whole life hearing about how bad toe fungus is, then you'll understand why I avoid them at all costs, okay? It doesn't mean my food palate is childish, it doesn't mean I'm not as developed, it just means I have different preferences, okay? I'm not insulting you because you want to be tied up with tinsel, am I? No. So let's not insult each other's preferences, okay? Oh right, yeah, the number. Yeah, it's a world filled with mushrooms, okay? Not good for mysophobia, which is the fear of mushrooms. And at 3, pediophobia. Pediophobia, okay? I said this last time I brought it up, it's a new list, so I'm saying it again. Pediophobia is the fear of dolls, okay? Not anything else. So, while you may think that there are no dolls in Sonic other than the creepy Tails doll that curses everyone, I'm more so talking about Sonic merch. Those of us who go to places like EB Games, GameStop, or Skyfox, or others may actually have experienced this once in a while. That feeling of a doll or plushie staring at you while you wait in the checkout line. But for some reason, when it's Sonic, everything just gets creepier, okay? Maybe it's because of the Sonic.exe, or maybe it's some other factor, but Sonic himself is just kinda creepy, right? Or at least the plushies of him are. There isn't much else to say. Sonic plushies are creepy, man. Let me stretch this. I need to. And at 2, ludectrophobia. While yes, dolls might be creepy, the color blue may make you yellow with fear, and the fact that he runs at the speed of sound may terrify you, one thing you can't avoid or rationalize is that Sonic the Hedgehog is a video game franchise. Sure, they have other media, but those with ludectrophobia, the fear of video games, the only way around that is by just not participating in the Sonic series. Sonic is a video game character, and while yes, he may have a movie and comics and things other than video games themselves, the only way to interact with the character is through a medium that those with ludectrophobia would loathe. And it's really sad, actually. And none of them would be watching this video because we are top 10 gaming. We are literally making top 10s about their worst fear. Hell, this one is even a scary list. That would be like me watching top 10 scary spiders that can kill you in your sleep in Toronto, or top 10 scary ways a woman can cheat on you that will leave you destroyed for life. Actually, those are good ideas. Write those down. Finally, in at number 1, Sonic phobia? Okay, now this one may not be an actual real phobia, hence the question mark, but the fact that someone has claimed that they have Sonic phobia, the fear of Sonic and the Sonic fandom, is hilarious, and I really hope this isn't a real thing or I'm gonna sound hella disrespectful. This user claimed that they fear the character of Sonic attacking them as well as the entire Sonic fandom attacking them. People in the comments were just making jokes about this, and considering how it was posted to the Sonic forums, I can see why they'd be laughing. Do I really need to explain why this fear relates to Sonic? Do I? Probably not. Hopefully not. There we have it, friends, the top 10 scary phobias Sonic will trigger. Which of these fears did you not know about, and do you have any of the fears mentioned on this list? Be sure you let me know down below, and on your way down, be sure you're hitting like and subscribe for daily gaming content, and ring that bell to join the clan and level up. Thank you all so much for watching. I have been and shall remain Connor Monroe, and I'll see you in another video.